we go.
You got the image up and all that?
Yep.
All right.
Hello, everyone. We only have 3 people in right now.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, I mean, we just randomly went live.
I know. Yeah, there's no announcement or anything. So, yeah, we are live because we are traveling, and it's funny because we've actually been traveling for a couple days now, but we didn't go live the last couple days because it was a combination of being tired, not having signal, and just
Emotional
stuff. So yeah. Let me pull up chat here. But while everybody is here and getting situated, how is everyone doing? And
yeah, it's the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Saturday?
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it Saturday?
How's everyone's weekend going?
I hope everyone's weekend's going well.
You may notice something new. We got cat beds for Butters and Alice.
Yeah.
So that they can be much more comfortable while we're traveling.
Yeah. Butters loves hers. Absolutely loves hers. We only got them yesterday when we were on the road, and we brought them into the trailer last night, and both cats slept in them all night long. Well, Alice came to you in the morning and slept with you in the morning, but Butters stayed in hers the whole time. It was pretty adorable, I gotta say. As you may notice, David is drinking coffee.
Tired.
Because he's tired.
This is our third day on the road.
It is.
Yeah,
we hit the road on Thursday morning. We hit the road Thursday morning, and we've had so as many of you know from the title, we're heading home due to a family emergency. Our plan was not to be home until Christmas time because we are spending Christmas with our family, but we have a family emergency, and we have. Do you mind if I say?
No, absolutely. Yeah, just tell them that she was sick.
David's grandma was really sick, and we were made full aware of how sick she was and decided that it was time to go home to be there for her. But like I said, we left on Thursday, and we got a call Thursday afternoon that she had passed away. So we are going home to be there for her funeral and to be there for David's dad. It was his paternal grandmother who passed away, so his dad's pretty broken up. So we're gonna be there and spend some time with them. And yeah, but today is day 3. We didn't go live the first 2 days because we didn't have signal. Like the whole time we were in Montana, we had no signal basically. And then obviously Thursday, it was a pretty emotional day, so we weren't really fit to go live for everybody. So yeah, I haven't looked through any of the comments yet. So we do have a second cat bed. So Butters has a cat bed now here, and she loves it. And Alice has a cat bed here too, and she liked it. She did lay in it for a little while. But it's much darker down behind the rabbit's cage, and that's where she's sleeping right now. I got a lick. Sweetie licked me while I had my hand back there. You have a lot of people saying that they're really sorry to hear about your grandma.
Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. She was David's last living biological grandma or grandparent at all. So yeah, it's been pretty emotional.
She was 94 years old when she passed.
Yeah, 94. Ripe old age of 94.
Yep.
Yeah. David hopes to live that old.
Some good genes.
Some good genes, yeah.
It was, just to let you guys in on some details, my grandma was home when she passed, and she was surrounded by her 7 children. They were all there with her when she passed. So
she wasn't alone.
Yeah,
and she passed pretty peacefully.
She went pretty peacefully
Very
too.
peacefully,
Yeah, so that's about as much as any of us can ask for, I think.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
And yeah, I'm really glad that my dad got to be there too, and he spent a lot of time with her while she was while her health was declining.
Yeah.
So
I can sit closer. There we go. Yeah. So David's doing okay.
yeah. But thank you guys. I really appreciate the kind words.
Yeah. David did get an opportunity last week to talk to his grandma and reminisce about when they were younger and stuff. So yeah, like I said, it's been a very emotional time. So, but we're how many hours in are we today? 5 now? 5 hours in? Or is it?
Yeah, 5.
About 5 hours in, and we have one more day after this. This is day 3.
Yep. We're traveling 12 hours each day.
Yeah. And tomorrow's only going to be 11 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
11 hours tomorrow.
But yeah. We're in the middle of South Dakota right now on I-90.
Yep, it's pretty empty out here.
Yep, pretty empty.
And it is still smoky here, but if you look straight up, you can see blue sky and you can see clouds. But off in the distance, it's still very hazy from smoke. And we were given word from some people, some of our friends that still live in Washington, and they have blue skies and clouds today because they got a lot of rain overnight and the wind is blowing south now. So they've been able to see the sky for the first time in like a week and a half. All right, I haven't had a chance to go through any of the the comments yet. So give me just a minute. I'm gonna be a little quiet while I'm trying to read through some of these. You can talk if you want to.
Just fine. Just want to come and talk about it.
You have everybody saying that they're sorry for your loss. So, you guys are very thoughtful. Thank you for sending your well wishes to David and his family and your condolences. It really does mean a lot. But as you guys know, those of you that have been to any of our travel live streams before, you know that they are not just for you guys. They're for us to pass the time because
it's so boring.
Driving multiple days in a row is the most boring thing we ever do. And it's really time consuming, and as you can imagine, if you look at the phone every 2 minutes but it feels like it's been a half an hour, you just get upset.
Yeah, did you mean your other way around? It feels like it's been a half hour and you look at the clock, it's only 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's only been 2 minutes. Yeah, I feel like I worded it in that way. I don't know, I might have flipped it around. Anyway.
We've driven 1,334.3 miles and we still have like 900 to go. So
yeah, we've got a long way to go still. So.
Yeah, well over halfway at least.
Yeah.
You can keep reading, I'll talk. But yeah, the whole point of this live stream was to let you guys in on what's going on, and so when we start like releasing videos again, it's not going to be like when we start filming videos in Indiana, it's not going to be such a like what?
What?
I thought they were in Washington. Yeah. Because we've just been hauling as quick as we can to get home in time for the funeral. We're not filming at all this traveling, so there's going to be like a disconnect.
There's going to be a very large disconnect. A couple thousand miles.
Yeah.
All right, let me see here. Robert says that he likes the new kitty bed. Thank you. They're different colors. This one is this one's like a dark blue gray. I really like the patterning on it. And this one is just a lighter gray, a muted gray, and it just has lines on it. I really like both of them, and David actually picked them out, and I'm really.
They fit like perfectly.
They do. They fit so great. This fits the whole center console. It's fantastic. And this one fits the spot right next to the litter box on top of the rapids cage, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we decided to get cat beds because I looked over and Butters, you know, this is just like hard plastic, our center console here, and I was like,
Hi, baby.
that can't be that comfortable.
Hello.
Oh, hi, sweetie.
You come to say hello?
She's like, who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to? For those of you that don't know, this is Sweetie. She's our Rottweiler. She is 7?
She'll be 7 in October.
She'll be 7 in October. And this lovely princess right here is Butters. And she will probably never move from this position.
Yeah. She'll be there the whole live stream.
The whole live stream. Alright, wait. Can I get her to look this way? There. There. Look at those small legs.
It's because you're scratching her.
I know.
Where her harness goes, yeah. Alright, what's going on?
Living Life and Drive says, chilling in the RV here in South Idaho. Very nice. I've heard that the smoke is still pretty bad out there, so I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy and not breathing too much of that in.
Yeah, we were actually going to head out to Idaho.
We were going to go to Idaho,
when
yeah.
we got news of my grandma, so.
Yeah. Whoa. Really? Let's do with this number here. Follow the yellow brick road. Says, take care and be safe. I just had to drive home from Idaho because my son was in an accident. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope that he's doing okay. Franklin says that he loves the cat beds, spoil them good.
Hey Franklin, how's it going, man?
Yeah, how's it going, Franklin? I have wanted cat beds. I have brought them up over the years, but I've never been like desperate for them or really pushed for them or anything. And then David brought them up for the first time 2 days ago on Thursday, and he goes, "Do you think they want a cat bed for here? Should we make this softer?" And my response was, I mean, I've been saying that for years, but sure, let's do it now. Tammy Thomas says that we are okay and to stay safe. Thank you, Tammy. Yes, we're very okay. Judy C says, I have that exact same cat bed on top of the entertainment center.
Yeah, we picked it up at Walmart.
Yeah.
She likes it. She really likes it.
Wayne S says,
just decline. It's fine. We'll call it back later.
Yeah. Let me text him real quick. I'm going to text him real quick.
It's fine. Really, it's fine.
Wayne S says that he's doing well. They have a new addition to their family, a 9-week-old Australian cattle dog. That's awesome. Those are so cute. 9 weeks. That is tiny. So tiny.
Yeah. Neat.
Enjoy that puppy breath for me. I don't get it ever. And I love puppy breath.
They grow up fast, man.
They do. Lori says, hey, Ro and David. So sorry to hear about David's grandmother. Lori.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lori. Gas Tag says, thanks for your channel. I'm starting my off-grid, off-road camper build next week with mostly everything you guys recommended. That's awesome. We're so glad we can help you guys. JB says that they're really sorry for your loss, but just being there will make a world of difference. Yeah. And Chip says that they're sorry, that they hope you had a chance to say your goodbyes before you left for your trip. We did. David and his brother were actually together at the same time when they called their grandma, so they were both able to say their goodbyes and reminisce a lot with hers. When we're done live streaming and we stop for the night, I'm gonna have David read through your guys' comments because you really can't tell by me just telling you. But
I know. Yeah, I'll read through them.
Yeah.
I'll read through them.
That way he personally can see all of your condolences and all of your well wishes and everything, guys. So thank you so much. Catherine says that she's so sorry to hear for your loss, but she's glad that we can make it home to support your family and safe travels. We're really glad that we have the option to just go.
It takes a long time, unfortunately. It takes 3 to 4 days to get back out east from the West Coast, but you know, the fact that we're able to, we treasure that we're able to just, you know, go home on a moment's notice.
Gitta says, I bet that she lived a good life. She did. She lived an excellent life. I remember one of the last birthdays that we celebrated with her, I think it was only 2 years ago, and she wanted to go to a bar for her birthday. She loved to drink, she loved to smoke, and you know, she's a party girl at heart, basically. And yeah, she had an awesome life, and she was quick-witted and funny and just the nicest lady. So
yeah, she was all there to the end.
All there, yeah. Yep. Yeah, she lived an excellent life. Glenn says 12 hours is a lot. It is a lot, but you would be surprised how used to it you get when every driving day you do is around 6 hours. 12 hours is just double that. It's not that bad.
Yeah, when you travel for a living.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's not too bad. I mean, don't get us wrong.
It sucks.
It sucks. It is terrible.
Yeah.
But it's doable, you know.
Yeah. For anybody that doesn't travel all the time, then yes, it would be absolutely awful.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine it.
I just kind of zone out. I mean, like, I'm paying attention to what's going on in front of me, but like my head just goes blank, and then the hours just fly by.
Yeah. JB would like to say, David, can you tell us about your grandma? What do you remember?
What a question.
What a question.
Gosh, I don't even know what to say.
Well, it's like, what was it, like Whittier? Whitmer?
So, my grandma owned land that was right off of a lake in northeast Indiana. It's called Whitmer Lake, and when I was younger, we would go up to the lake all the time. My dad owned a small boat, and we'd go tubing and we'd go skiing, and so we would always go up and visit my grandma and grandpa and up at the lake. And one of the things that, like, what I told my grandma when I was on the phone with her recently is I told her that going up to the lake was some of the best moments of my childhood, and I will cherish those memories for the rest of my life, and I just thanked her for that.
Yeah. He has some pictures when he was in a wetsuit with family members. They went tubing, and I remember tubing when I was a kid, but having to tube on a lake where you had to wear a wetsuit sounds much worse.
It wasn't always cold. You only had to wear a wetsuit at the beginning of the season, at the end of the season.
How high do you think the highest you were thrown off of a tube was when you were a kid?
Really high. Really high. I remember like getting up into the air and then like your stomach drops and being like, oh no.
Oh no.
Boom.
My grandpa would always make waves on purpose and then fly us off of them.
Yeah, when they go in a circle and then we call those nautical wake slammers.
Nautical wake slammers. We didn't have a name for it. It was just hold on.
Yep.
We had a competition who could hold on through the most of them. That was about it. Franklin says over halfway. Cool. Yeah, we hit halfway yesterday. Right? We hit halfway yesterday.
Yeah.
Cool. It was before sunset when we hit halfway, wasn't it though? I think.
I don't know.
I don't remember. Sam says, off topic, what do you drive to pull your trailer? Alf Dog responded, Chevy 2500 diesel. But yes, it's a Chevy 2500 Duramax diesel. It's a 2004. It is a
long bed extended cab.
Yeah, long bed extended cab.
You said 3/4 ton?
Did I say? I said 2500.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Dave Holcomb says, thinking about you guys, be safe. The kitty nests look great. So glad Alice is still in great shape. Yeah, Alice is still doing fantastic.
Kitty nest. Is she hiding?
She is, well, she's hiding where it's dark. It's dark behind the rabbit's cage. And that's where she likes to sleep because it's dark. I don't know. Nicole says, thank you for sharing your travels and lives with us. We enjoy your videos so much. Just finished our solar install and your how-to was especially helpful.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm so glad that it could be helpful for you guys. David worked really, really hard on that. So whenever we hear that someone has benefited from it, it just makes it that much more worth it that we made sure that we could film all that work for you guys and get it out there for you. Bill says, sorry for your loss. Where are we at? I think we're in central South Dakota at this point.
Yeah, we're past. We're getting to the east side. Yeah.
Okay, we're approaching the east side of South Dakota on I-90.
Yeah.
Middle of nowhere. There's nothing. There's nothing around.
It's pretty empty.
Yeah. Big Rick Cook says, condolences to you. Is electric letting you keep your step through, or are we returning one? No, we are keeping the step through, and the other white bike that we had, the other electric bike, my old bike, we gifted to who is soon to be David's sister-in-law, Amanda, one of my best friends. I'm actually going to be a bridesmaid at her wedding this next year, and I gifted it to her because when she has to commute around, it's easier for her if she has a bicycle, and she didn't even have a bicycle, so having an electric bicycle was awesome. And while we were there, we had just received the step through, and we had that one, and her birthday was coming up, so it all worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
So it was pretty fantastic. Oh, Franklin wants to know, how is your shoulder doing?
Oh, it's...
Do you still have a bump?
I don't know.
Does it feel different than the other side?
No, it doesn't feel different, but if I push, there's still a little bit of...
A little bit.
I would say 90. I'm at 98%.
He can sleep on it just fine, though. He sleeps on both sides now, so he's doing much, much better.
Full range of motion, yeah.
I was a little skeptical when the doctor told him that a slight tendon tear like that would only take 2 weeks to heal. I thought to myself, there's no way. But I mean, she wasn't far off. It was about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
About 3 weeks, so it's pretty cool.
It was 2 weeks before I could start picking stuff up and I had full range of motion again.
Hey, Tammy's on. Hey, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
She says, I love puppy breath.
Yeah.
It's the best. It's the best. If I could just get all dogs to always have puppy breath, that'd be fantastic.
Of course, dog breath is terrible.
Dog breath is terrible. Ralph has a good question. This is Ralph Woodard, one of our patrons. He says, I'm wondering, after this emergency is over and you're back on the road, if you're ever going to travel down south from there to some different states. It seems like you're staying to the west/north. Yeah, the reason we were staying to the west/north is because we had some business to take care of when we were in Washington. We were visiting family, and then for Christmas, we were planning on visiting family in Indiana. So those are both in the north, but you know, so if we were to travel down south and then back up north, that would have been obviously a lot more travel, and it would have kept us out from being in the cold. But now we have to go all the way home anyway, because of everything. So we're not completely sure what our plans are after this, because we have to be back in Fort Wayne in 3 months anyway.
We're probably gonna explore Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Daytona.
Yeah, somewhere. We're hoping to find some free camping in like the Appalachian Mountains somewhere, or Kentucky or Tennessee. I don't think we're gonna go all the way down south.
Maybe West Virginia.
Yeah, maybe West Virginia. I don't think we're gonna go all the way down south though before we head back north to Fort Wayne.
Agreed. Yeah. Because we know we're gonna just come right back for Christmas, so
Yeah.
we're gonna stay sort of close, but not crazy close.
Yeah. So I'm not totally sure what our plan is yet. Like we said, this was kind of unexpected, obviously. So we don't have any plans right now. We are going to stay home with family for a couple of weeks though.
Yeah. 2-3 weeks probably, right?
2 or 3 weeks, a month at most probably, and that way we can get some good family time in with everyone. RXS says Mammoth Cave. We have been to Mammoth Caves, but
It's awesome.
they don't allow tripods, so we're unable to film inside. So for
we
us,
couldn't show you guys anything.
we couldn't share. I mean, we'll go. I loved Mammoth Caves, but we won't be able to show you guys much of it. So. Oh, Colette's on. Colette in Las Vegas. She says, "Hello from Las Vegas. My deepest condolences to you and your family. Grief is a heavy cloak to wear. My son died in June. He was only 27. Wow. 2020 has been a tough year for everyone.
It's terrible.
Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that." And then she said, "I'm so glad you will be with your family during this time because it's so important to share your sorrow and receive compassion and understanding. Your grandma and her children are so blessed to have been together to share this important experience together. Peace and comfort to you, and we're all going to be okay." That was very sweet. Thank you. And I'm so sorry that you've lost your son. That has to be harder than I can even imagine. Anthony says that's a great point of being full-time. Being able to get wherever, whenever you need. We're working on getting there still. Yeah, it's really nice to know that if there's a family emergency, we can just pack up and leave. My grandma on my dad's side is not doing well at all either, and we're not sure, but we know that we will head there if we need to. So, and that's all the way in California.
California, yeah. So it could be an interesting year, yeah.
Bill Little wants to know, how much do you think you'll spend on fuel from west to east this trip?
It will be. You keep talking. Let me do the math real quick.
You're gonna do the math?
Yeah.
Okay. RNK Hicks says, on a note of encouragement, you convinced me to get a camper shell instead of just having my backflip cover, the tonneau cover. Yeah, better storage option and still weatherproof. Thanks you both. Yeah, that's an excellent idea, especially if you're going to be camping anywhere where there are bears.
Definitely go camper shell.
Yeah, camper shell is a great idea. You have more vertical space to store stuff, and it's much more difficult for a bear to get into. It's still not impossible for a bear to get into. I'm going to tell you that right now. However, they'll be more discouraged.
All right, off the cuff answer to the fuel costs. It's gonna cost us at least $500 in fuel.
Yeah. Always an expense that we know is going to be there. So.
Yep. Yeah, because our total trip is going to be about 2,250 miles, and our truck gets about 12 miles per gallon, and then diesel costs like $2.20-ish.
We just found a place that was
197.
197.
That was the only one.
That was the only one under $2.
Yeah, most are between $2.20 and $2.40. So.
And we have the small tank, right?
I don't have a calculator, but.
I have a calculator.
Yeah, but then you'd have to navigate away from it. You can if you want. If you want an exact answer, I can tell you.
I'm scared I'm going to lose my spot.
Yeah.
Because I'm 15 minutes behind in chat right now. So.
It's about $500.
Around 500, yeah. Back to the camper shell versus the tonneau cover. While we were in Washington, camping up in the mountains, we had heard of a bear that was less than 50 miles away. I'm pretty sure it was less than 50 miles away that had forced a campground to shut down because it was too aggressive in stealing people's food. So yeah.
Oh, when we were near Clallam?
Yeah. Dave Holcomb wants to know, did we hear that Thomas and Stacy have a new kitty, Nala? Yes.
Yeah.
We are in contact. You guys might not know this. We're in contact with them every day.
Yeah.
They have turned into some of our absolute best friends. We send pictures back and forth constantly, mostly of the pets.
Yeah.
So yes, we are well aware of Nala.
I like to. Okay, I almost spilled the beans.
You're not allowed to spill.
Okay, I almost spilled.
You are not allowed to spill any beans. You have spilled beans before.
There are beans, by the way, but we're not spilling them.
We're gonna stop talking about them though, because they're not our beans to spill.
I'm building suspense.
If you want to know the answer to what these beans that need spilled are, you can go check out their channel.
Yeah.
It's Thomas and Stacy with I'm Not Lost on RVing. They're really cool people.
Yep. There's some beans. There's a bean.
There's a bean.
Well, there's...
Shut your face. Stop it right now.
16 beans.
Stop it right now.
It means yeah. Times 2.
Sandy says, me and my husband are hopefully ordering our electric bikes soon because of you guys. Love your videos. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. They're awesome. We love ours.
Absolutely love them. So I responded to somebody's comment on the video a couple days ago, and they had asked just how different they are from a mountain bike. And it's really funny because David and I hit the road with mountain bikes with the intention of riding them around, not being like trailblazers or anything on these mountain bikes. I'm not that strong. I don't have that much stamina. But just having them around to tool around in. And in the 2.5 years the year and a half that we had them before we got rid of them, we rode them only twice.
Yeah.
But the electric bikes, we ride them all the time. We have well surpassed how many times.
And they fit in the back of the truck so much better than regular mountain bikes.
They're so great. And so...
Well, man, we rode them around in the national forest that we were in. It was so much fun.
It was fun because it wasn't that hard.
And you can go so far.
And you can go uphill on them.
And you can go where our
without
truck
breaking a
can't
sweat.
go.
Yeah, that's fun. We really like to find places that the truck can't go over. Because like the national forest, when they decide that they don't want a road to be traveled down anymore, they make these big mounds right in front of them so that so the vehicles can't get down anymore.
They drop trees in front of them.
Drop trees,
put
everything.
Rocks, big boulders.
But you can walk past them, and you can still walk down these old roads if you want to. But we can get our bikes down most of them.
Yeah.
So we'll explore down them farther than we can walk, obviously, and we can get to some pretty awesome viewpoints by doing that. So.
I rode mine to a spot that was exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. The national forest had blocked the road. Well, I just rode around it on the bike, and I got to this really cool viewpoint of Mount Rainier.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
I
got a picture of it.
I didn't get to go see that viewpoint, but I got to see a picture of that viewpoint, so that's cool.
I was riding around without you.
I'm not sure if you want to answer this one. You can say no if you don't want to.
Okay.
But it says, Beth wants to know that she's in Fort Wayne. Did your grandma go to church? If so, which one? And if you want to tell us, what is her name?
Her name is Nancy, and I don't believe she went to church, but I don't really know.
We're not sure. I know she spent a lot of time down in Florida, and I actually think she did go to church, but it was a church in Florida that she was active in. I'm not really sure. Yeah, but her name is Nancy. Doug D said, thank you for the saddlebags on my new electric bike. You're welcome. I'm glad that you could get those. They're so good.
Without the and getting those bikes without the saddlebags doesn't make any sense.
No.
It really doesn't.
No. They're too good. They're just too good.
Well, I mean, we've gone to the store with them, and every time I fill those bags up, I'm always surprised at how many groceries I can jam in there.
I know. We can almost do an entirely full grocery trip with just our 2 bikes.
Yeah, we
That's
don't
pretty
need.
cool.
Yeah, we don't need a whole lot.
Yeah.
We don't have a very big fridge.
Yeah. Oh, dang it. Just put me down at the bottom. Give me a second.
Butter's taking a bath.
Yeah, she is. She wasn't clean enough.
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, okay. I did, yeah. Give me a second. Sand Dollar, thank you for the super chat. They said sorry for your loss. Thank you. That's very, very sweet of you.
Yeah, thank you. We really appreciate that. That'll really help with the fuel costs.
I lost my spot. Give me a second.
Back.
Kim says that, I'm sorry for your loss. Always remember the good. Is that lake part of the Channel Lakes close to Fort Wayne? I live in Lafayette and enjoy your travels. It's not. Is it?
Yep.
It's part of Channel Lakes?
Okay, so it's not Channel Lakes, like the campground,
Yeah.
but they do call the chain of lakes that Whitmer is on, Chain of Lakes.
Okay. So it's different than the state park.
Whitmer, yes, correct.
Okay.
Whitmer is connected to Sylvan Lake, which is connected to, oh my
It
gosh,
starts with a D.
Dallas.
Dallas.
Thank you, yeah.
It's like I know what it starts with.
Whitmer, Sylvan, and Dallas.
Franklin said he wants to know if there's something wrong with our PayPal account. It says that on his end the recipient can't accept payment right now.
That doesn't make any sense. Is he using the correct email address?
I'm not sure.
Type it in. Just type it in chat. DHIS001. Or no, do ourfateunbound@gmail.com. Do that one.
Franklin, I'm typing in the correct email address if you were wanting to use PayPal.
Did you send it?
I typed it and just sent it right now. I'm not sure why you would be getting that error message.
Yeah.
So
Maybe you just type in the wrong email.
might just be the wrong email address. So just type that one in. When someone says what's your 20, does that mean like where are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Terry Blount wants to know what's our 20.
About 80 miles west of Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
We're coming on
Yeah,
up
we
on
are.
a city.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're about 80 miles west of Sioux Falls in South Dakota on I-80.
Doug D wants to know if we have ever been to northern Minnesota. We haven't been to northern Minnesota. We've driven through southern Minnesota. We're going to drive through southern Minnesota this trip too. And RXS says Florida maybe. I don't think we're going to go to Florida for the fall.
Maybe winter.
Maybe winter. It completely depends.
After Christmas.
After Christmas in like January
Depends
or
on,
so.
just don't bring them over. It depends on a number of things.
It depends on a lot of stuff, yeah. Tammy says the Appalachian Mountains would be amazing.
Yes.
So we spent our honeymoon there, and if we can spend fall in the Appalachian Mountains and get to see all the leaves change and just
That'd be pretty cool.
I love that
cool,
area in fall. So yeah.
When is like peak leaf changing season? Where like not all have started, but like
Isn't
half
it?
have.
I'm pretty sure it's the first or second week of October typically.
All right, well, yeah, we might get there in the tail end.
We might not get there when it's still changing. We might just have to enjoy fall in Fort Wayne. The leaves changing in Fort Wayne. Someone else says we should go see Stacy and Thomas in Florida.
Yeah. We would love to. It depends. Yep, it just all depends.
Yeah.
On a bunch of stuff.
Oh, hey, Deja Peterson says hello from Susanville. That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Hello. I was born there. The hospital I was born in does not exist anymore. The only thing I know about it, really. Aw. Colette says, thank you for your kind words. It means a lot, as you know, Hugs. Calvinator69 wants to know, what kind of mile per gallon do you get with your Duramax? I get 17 liters per 100 kilometers? Kilometers?
Just say we get about 12 miles per gallon when we're towing, and when we're not towing, we get about 20 miles per gallon. So you'll just have to do some conversion. It's funny how it's like totally backwards. We do like distance per volume, and then they do volume per distance. It's funny.
Yeah, it is funny. Appreciate with a super chat says, prayers for y'all and your family. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
VC says, is it smoky outside? It is smoky outside, but like just on the horizon. If I look straight up, it's blue sky. I'll turn this around for you guys. There's not much to see right now though, but you guys can watch the road instead of me blabbering. If I can get this turned around.
Focus it, I think. Blurred. Oh, man.
There you go.
There's South Dakota for you.
Bunch of empty. Bunch of farms and fields and livestock and a couple of little rivers and
that's about it.
A lot of billboards.
Yeah.
We get to see a lot of billboards. Let me get the suction cup out of the way for you guys.
A little bit.
There you go. Oh,
yeah,
right
nice.
There you go. I know it's not much to look at, but at least it's something.
Now they get to experience highway hypnosis just like me.
Yeah. Dolly wants to know, we're going to try and meet up with Stacy and Thomas. If we can make it down to Florida this year, then yes. We're actually planning on spending quite a bit of time with them. But if we can't, then we're going to see them this next summer.
Oh, hey, Ro.
We already have plans with them then.
Ro, when we go through Sioux Falls, we gotta get food. This is like the next big city.
Yeah.
We can get some like subs. Are you good with subs?
Good with subs.
All right, cool. Yeah, like Firehouse or Jersey Mike's or something.
Yeah.
We got Penn Station. We'll see.
I don't know.
Anyway, sorry. Enough food talk.
Jacqueline says, it was nice to see Alice, or is that Butters, all comfy in a kitty bed. Hope your journey is wishing you the best in everything. This the cat that's in the middle of the truck right now, that is Butters. Alice is asleep on the floor with Sweetie. Carl Fritzler says, I saw diesel here in Grove, Oklahoma at $1.89.
Wow.
That's pretty good. Nicole said Penn Station French fries.
Oh my gosh, I know. And their cookies, woof.
Their cookies are the best cookies. Hands
God,
down.
I love Penn Station.
So good.
Love it. Favorite sub chain.
Yeah. Janice Larson says, when you pedal your electric bikes, does it charge them up? No, it doesn't, right?
No.
No, it does not charge them, but they only charge, what, in an hour?
It takes a couple hours if they're low. Yeah.
I think the most, I was shocked once when my battery was almost empty and I plugged it in and 2 hours later it was good to ride again.
Yeah.
So I know it's less than 2 hours, but I think it's over 1 hour.
No, they don't charge when you pedal them, but if you have solar panels, then you can charge them with the sun. That's what we do.
Yeah, that's what we do. This post says, what is the most beautiful trail you have hiked since you have been full-timers? Most beautiful trail.
First one that comes to mind is Devil's Garden in Arches.
Okay, I have a different one.
There's another one. I know it's in there, but I didn't like that one. That one's just like boom.
One of my favorite ones was Seven Falls. Where was that though?
Seven Falls?
Yeah, it was in the desert.
I don't remember. Are you talking about that one that?
It was a dry waterfall.
Are you talking about the one that it was like really early in our travels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that?
That was in the
It was in Arizona, wasn't it?
yes, it was near Tucson.
Oh,
It was
wasn't
in
that
the National Forest.
That was in the Saguaro National
No,
Forest, right?
Saguaro-
No, it was in the.
There's a national forest to the south of Saguaro National Park.
Does it start with a C or a T?
It starts with a C. It was Bear Canyon. It's the Bear Canyon hike. Bear Canyon to Seven Falls.
Yeah, something
right?
like that. Somewhere near Tucson, there's a fall. There's a waterfall hike, and
It's
when
like-
we went there, it was a dry waterfall, but it was still beautiful. And then there was, what was the other waterfall hike we did where we hiked down and we got down onto the water in front of the waterfall in Oregon or Washington? Oh, that one was in. No, where was that?
It's the one we took Sweetie to with. She kept laying down in the trail.
No, we took Alice with us. It was when
Oh.
Alice was teeny tiny. It must have been in Washington then.
I don't remember.
Was it out on the peninsula? It was like the first or second hike. It wasn't the first hike. I think it was the second. It wasn't the second hike. I think it was the third hike we went on with her.
What didn't we just recently do a real awesome hike? And I was like, this is like the coolest hike. Have we? No? Okay.
Recent as in over 7 months ago? I don't know.
Devil's Garden in Arches National Park. to what is it? Not Double O Arch, but what's the other one that sounds like Double Arch?
Double Arch, yeah.
Yeah. Devil's Garden to Double Arch in Arches National Park. Awesome hike.
Stinky, yes. Stinky said, Stinky's RV Adventure says you missed going to an ice cream shop or donut shop last time you were home. Don't forget to go this time. I know. I have been thinking about it every day, and it's called Rise and Roll, and it's donuts, and I will not forget to go this time. I can't miss it. They're so good.
What's unfortunate is there's no way Ritter's will be open when we pass it. It's gonna be
It'll
like
be
it's
too
gonna be like
late.
9 or 10 p.m. on
Yeah.
a Sunday. You know.
Yeah. Do you know what a D-rater is?
Nope.
Jenna Montana says, do you have to know how to use a D-rater on the electric bike? I'm 71 years old and haven't ridden a bike since I was 12 and it didn't have gears. I don't know what a D-rater is, so I'm going to just assume that the answer is no.
Yeah, I have no idea. All I can tell you is they're super simple to use, like insanely easy. You just pedal and they go.
Yep, just pedal and then it goes. Yeah, you guys might kind of be able to make out way out there on the horizon. You can see smoke, and it kind of goes up to about here in the sky. You can kind of make it out a little bit. So it is still pretty smoky here, but nowhere near as bad as it was in Washington. Kathy Yannick says, how do you do in the wind? What hitch do you use? We do pretty good in the wind. It's really windy right now.
Yep, and we're totally fine.
We're totally fine. And we just use a straight ball.
Just a regular ball mount.
Yep, regular ball mount hitch.
I think we're actually going to be making a video here in a couple weeks on why we don't use a weight distribution hitch. So
yeah, if you're interested in why we don't use one, we've answered it a couple times. We don't have a video on it, so we're going to make a whole video on it to explain who might need one and why we don't have one, and all that good stuff to help people understand what they're used for, how they work, and why you might need one.
Yeah.
Jeree says, leaves start changing color now at New Brunswick, Canada, 3 weeks earlier this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Brent wants to know, are you on I-80? We are not. We are on I-90
Yep.
in South Dakota. John Chalker says, hello guys, nice to see you on the road. Please be safe as you're driving around. This is your friend John Chalker from Waterbury, Connecticut.
John Chalker from Waterbury, Connecticut.
Thank you, John.
As soon as you said John Chalker, I knew.
It's John Chalker.
Yeah. Waterbury, Connecticut.
Ooh, Co-Sider says, nice subs. I like Philly cheesesteaks.
Oh, me too. That's what I always get.
That's what David always gets.
I'm fiending for one right now, let me tell you.
RVing with G says, sorry you have to travel so fast back home, but you'll be getting out of the smoke. Hopefully, we have heard reports that the smoke is all the way to New York right now, so, and the air quality in Fort Wayne is still considered good, but it also, I've also heard reports that it is a little smoky in Fort Wayne too.
Well, it's going to be way better than out west.
Yeah, still way better than out west.
Yeah.
Robert Kelly with a super chat. Thank you. He says, "Thank you, or hope you have a safe trip." Thank you.
Well, thank you. We
That's
really
very
appreciate that.
It's going pretty good so far.
Well, that's 2 gallons of diesel.
Yeah.
Going straight into the tank. Fuel tank.
Andrew says, just tuning in. What is going on? We are driving home from Washington State to Indiana. Because of a family emergency, and we left on Thursday morning, and we were going home to be with David's grandma, who's very sick, but we got a call Thursday evening that she had passed away, and so we are on our way home to spend time with family.
Yep, for her funeral.
For her funeral, yeah. Aw, Alan Bowman says he's going to be full-time in a truck camper come January. David and Ro, you inspired me. That's awesome. Well, congratulations, and I hope that you enjoy it. Okay, apparently a derailleur? I'm not sure.
Derailleur, whatever.
Apparently it means it's gears.
Okay.
The bike does have gears. It has 7 gears, and it has 5 different levels of pedal assist. Pedal assist 1 gives you the least amount of help from the bike motor.
From the motor, yeah.
So that you have the most resistance, and then as you get farther up and you have pedal assist on a higher level, it helps you out more as you're as you're pedaling. It also has just a throttle. You can use pure throttle and never pedal if that's what you want. And if you want to only pedal and use it as a regular mountain bike, you can just turn the motor off. Or there's also pedal assist 0, where you can still see how many miles, like it'll still calculate how many miles you've gone. That way you can know how far you've gone, but that it doesn't help you pedal at all. Yeah, she says, I meant the gear shifter on the e-bike. Do you have to use the gears? I don't know how to shift gears on a bike. You just pedal and push the button, and it'll shift gears while you're pedaling, all on its own.
It shifts like a regular mountain bike, but you don't have to use the gears if you don't want to.
Yeah, but you don't have to use them at all if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can do just throttle if you want to.
Pure throttle, yeah.
Oh, hey, I've made it. I'm all caught up.
Wow.
Look at that. Joseph Mihan says, so sorry to hear about your loss. I recently lost my father. You'll get through it. Prayers to you both and your family. That's very sweet of you, and I'm so sorry that you've lost your father. I know that has to be very hard.
Yeah, you can just ask for if anyone has any questions about full-time RVing or otherwise.
So it looks like I've gotten to the bottom of the comments here. If you guys have any questions about full-time RVing or us in general or really anything, feel free to ask them and we'll answer them. We've been live for about 54 minutes now, and My throat is starting to hurt from talking so much, so I don't want to be live for too much longer. But if you guys have any last minute questions, I'm more than happy to answer them now.
We've already been live for an hour.
We've already been live for an hour.
It's awesome. It did go by really fast.
That's why we go live. It makes the time go faster.
Really, really does. You can flip the, you don't flip the camera back around then?
Yeah, I can flip the camera back
You
around.
can hang out with them. Chill with the people.
There we go. Joseph Mihan says, do you guys love or really love the full-time RV life? I would say that we really, really love the full-time RV life.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome, and I don't ever want to go back to living in a sticks and bricks and working for
the man.
For the man, and only getting to spend like 4 hours at night with my husband, and then the weekends. But we're both so dead tired from working all week that like we don't even really get to hang out that much. So yeah, it's pretty great. Original Six says, where will you go when you leave Indiana? Back to Washington? No, we are not going back to Washington.
No.
Oh man.
Too far.
This,
Too far.
Such a long drive. No, our plan is to stay in the Midwest. Maybe go to Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia maybe. Check out the Appalachian Mountains if we can find a place that has signal. That's the plan right now. Aw,
What?
Dave Miller's on.
Oh. Your old boss?
I think so.
What'd you say?
He says, my condolences. Sorry for your loss. I will keep you in my prayers, from David Miller.
I don't know. Could be a coincidence.
It could be a coincidence, but he's gonna just have to comment again.
Yeah.
And tell me if he's my old boss or not. Pixie says, what do you think the total gas money will be for the trip? They wanted to know again.
It's
roughly,
gonna be, yeah, just over $500.
yeah, for just the trip, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, RVing with G wants to know, have we ever thought about getting a small wood burning stove? Yes, we have. And we think it'd be really cool to have one in the trailer and enclose the underbelly so that we can stay places that are colder, but hopefully not completely snowed in and inaccessible or impossible to get out of in the winter. But we're not completely sure how many of those places will be available in winter, especially boondocking places, because people don't go out and clear those for people to be able to camp on them in the middle of winter. So we're not really sure where we would go, but it sounds fun.
Yeah. I would love to. I would love to.
Bill says we got our electric bikes this summer, one regular one and a step through. Thanks for the code for the bags. They're great.
Nice.
That's awesome. And Alicia Wall wants to know, will we be staying in Indiana until after Christmas? No, we are only staying to spend time with family. It will be a few weeks. We're going to be there
3, maybe 4 weeks.
3, maybe 4 weeks.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. We have some projects we can do while we're there, so it's not like we're just going to be sitting around twiddling our thumbs doing nothing. We have stuff we can do on the trailer.
Oh, we've got a lot.
A lot. We have a lot. We probably won't get it all done even while we're there. So.
Yeah.
But we will be coming back for Christmas, and around Christmas we will be staying for about 2.5 weeks, and then we'll be
Probably another 3 weeks, probably.
3 weeks or so, and then be hitting the road again.
So we'll probably stay for New Year's too, right?
Yeah, I was thinking we'd leave I think New Year's might be on a Thursday though, so I don't want to leave on the weekend, so I don't know.
I have no idea.
Bob Keith says, hi from Chicago, sorry to hear the news. I see the speed limit is 80. Do you guys follow truck speed limits? We just don't go over 60.
Yep, I've got the cruise control set right at 60. I don't go over.
Yeah, even if the speed limit for truckers is 65, we don't go 65 because Our tires for our trailer, they have a maximum speed rating of 65 mile an hour, and so we don't want to go over that, and we really don't want to get too close to that either. So we just stick it at 60, and that's it. Even if the speed limit is 80, we just let people go past us.
Yeah, and 60 is comfortable for us too.
It's not uncomfortably fast or uncomfortably slow or anything like that. So yeah.
We get a little bit better fuel mileage at 60 also.
Yeah. Todd Snyder says, condolences, where did you say in Indiana? Oh, he's from Bloomington. Nice. We are going to Fort Wayne, Indiana to spend time with family. Franklin says it went through on his end to check our account.
You probably don't get a message.
I don't think I could get it. It's on the phone that's recording right now, so I'll check later and I'll...
Just bring it down.
I don't want it to accidentally close.
It won't.
I'd have to open it.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to open it and pull it away. So I will I'll send you a message on Patreon and let you know.
Yeah. That's
Ooh, Rod did the math for us. He says 12 miles per US gallon is 19.6 liters per 100 kilometers.
Okay.
So whenever someone asks, we can try and remember 19.6.
19.6. That's not that hard.
While
roughly,
towing.
we could even say like roughly 20.
20, yeah.
Liters, what is it?
Liters per 19.6.
Liters per 100 kilometers? Okay.
Yeah. Anthony AT says...
Or 0.2 liters per kilometer.
Yeah. Anthony AT says, do you guys have real jobs or making it on just YouTube and merch? So what we do is a real job.
Well, bro, come on. All right,
well,
it's
I'm
okay.
just saying, it is a real job. We are employed. We are self-employed.
Yep.
And
pay self-employed taxes.
Yeah, we pay self-employed taxes.
But yes, it's YouTube. Yep.
Yep, but YouTube. Yep. Geographic. Wow. My tongue does not want to work properly right now. Geographically Free says, what size is your trailer? Our trailer is 25 and a half feet.
24 and a half.
24 and a half feet long. From the front of the hitch to the back of the bumper. Alan Bowman says, gas or diesel, what is your opinion?
Oh, diesel all the way, without question. If you're going to be towing or hauling, diesel.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Alan K says, AK Disney sent $20 on PayPal. That's awesome. Thank you.
Well, thank you. We really appreciate that. Yeah.
Randy McCoy says, when you're towing the trailer, do you put the truck in drive or the tow button?
Drive.
It's just in drive, but we have the tow button for overdrive.
No, it's the D is overdrive.
Yeah, the D is overdrive.
I only use tow haul mode when we are up or down a steep incline. That's it. But if we're just on the highway, I have tow haul mode off.
He'll turn it on to
decelerate.
To decelerate as well if we're coming up on a stoplight pretty quickly or something.
Yep. Yeah, tow haul mode really helps. The engine drags more then, so because it downshifts sooner, so up in the higher RPMs. So if I'm coming up on a stop, I'll switch it to tow haul mode, so I get some of that engine brake going on, so that it doesn't wear the brakes out as fast. Saves on brake life.
Dave Burke. Might be Berkey, asked a very good question. He says, tips for someone who will need a Zoom quality internet connection almost all the time. How much does internet figure into your camp selection? So we have found out just recently over these past couple of months that the amount of data video chatting uses is insane.
A lot.
It is much more than you probably think.
You're gonna need Wi-Fi.
You're gonna need Wi-Fi, and so if you can get that on the road
while staying in campgrounds.
Well, those aren't always very good. Many people know that.
Yeah.
You're gonna want a way to have a good connection where you're not gonna run out of data, because the thing that we rely on most, obviously, is internet signal in a campsite, and
cell signal.
And which means that we need to have typically a 4G tower connection. That will make it so that we can, you know, browse the internet and everything like that. We can video chat on that, but we run out of data. Like if we video chat 3 days in a row, we're out of data on almost every device. So
no, 3 days that would tap our data on a single device.
we did 2 days and we were out
because we were using 2 devices at the same time.
Well, yeah, but
he's just one person.
I guess that's true. It was just
yeah, you're giving him
Yeah. So a little over a week then, probably for 3 devices.
And we have 15 gigabytes of data per device.
Yeah. So I would highly recommend trying to figure out a way to have a solid internet connection where you don't rely on a cell tower if you're going to have to be doing video chatting connections, because it's just going to use too much data if you try and go through the cell network. Joseph says you'll need 4x4. I know David has no argument. Yeah, 4x4. Definitely 4x4.
If you're going to be staying in campgrounds all the time, you don't need 4x4. But if you're going to be doing what we do, dispersed camping, then yeah. 4x4.
Alan Bowman says, are we going to be publishing a book? You've got so much experience. He'd buy it. No, we are not going to be publishing a book.
I'm no writer.
No, that seems like a lot of work, and I'm really not into writing a book myself.
I don't think anyone would read it because we're just not good writers. Yeah, it'd be terrible.
RVing with G says, I love my e-bike too, but it's too hot this summer and now there's too much smoke. Yeah, you definitely got to ride it when it's safe to do so and safe to be outside. Pixie Treasure says, if we're going to camp in the winter, we should also skirt our camper to keep in the heat.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so TM says, I'm just about ready to be hitting the road, have a truck, but either need a trailer or I kind of like a Class C. I'm very nervous about that decision and being on the road alone with just my dog. Any suggestions, as the anxiety through this last part of the process is making me doubt my decision?
I mean, like, what?
I can tell you why we don't want to go with a Class C, and I can tell you why we prefer having a vehicle that detaches versus one that doesn't. And it's a lot of it has to do with cost, but if cost isn't a factor to you, one thing that we really like about having our truck and our trailer is that the trailer can stay behind, especially for boondocking, can hold that campsite for us because they're first come, first served, so if it's occupied, it's our campsite. And we can then drive the truck around and go to attractions and hikes and all that stuff and not worry about not having a campsite when we get back. If we had just a Class C, we might have a tow behind us, like a Jeep or something, which would then we would have the same solution in that case. But if we didn't have a tow behind us and we just had that Class C and we wanted to go exploring somewhere, we'd have to then pack up and leave the campsite behind to go somewhere to explore there, and then when we come back, hope that it hasn't been taken while we were gone.
And then the problem with having it towed is now you have 2 engines you have to maintain, 2 vehicles, and now it just costs even more. But that's just our perspective. You know, we have a truck and trailer, so clearly we like that more. But a lot of people like motorhomes more. Thomas and Stacy, they had a truck and trailer, got rid of them, got a motorhome, and they like it way more.
Yep.
So that, I mean, that's just all personal preference. I would advise maybe renting a motorhome and take it out.
You can rent them.
Yeah, take it out camping, see how you like it, and you can also rent travel trailers too. So if you're having a hard time making up your mind, I advise renting first.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to
like traveling alone on the road with your dog, honestly, having a companion of some sort, a little one, even if it's just a dog, I mean, I think that's very relaxing. It's a way to feel very free and connected to nature.
But if you're like, if you're afraid of being alone, like if it's a safety, a security thing, then I would just be picky on where you stay. And if you're uncomfortable at all with the location that you're at, leave. Don't stay there.
Yeah.
Only stay where you're like completely, you feel safe and secure.
There are also tons of groups out there that you can get in contact with. There are Facebook groups, there are groups you can find on Instagram that you can be a part of, and you can all camp together. If you don't want to be alone on the road, you don't have to be. There are a lot of options that you can find to have someone there for you, or camp with someone that you trust, or that you're just
friends on the road.
Yeah, make friends on the road. But obviously, it's going to be something that gives you a lot of anxiety right up front, and it's hard to start. But once you get out there and you've started that adventure and you get a groove and a rhythm, then it's very freeing. So,
but it's also not for everyone.
Yeah, it's also not for everyone.
So just be really sure before you take the plunge. If you've got reservations, don't ignore them. Yeah. I hope that helps.
Yeah. Carl Fritzler says, based on my calculation, you can go 300 miles on a tank full of diesel.
We only have a 26-gallon fuel tank.
Yeah, the truck we bought, it was custom put together by the original owner, and he bought and selected the smallest tank for this truck, so we can only go 180 miles.
No, we can go 240 from F to E.
Oh, from F to E. Well, we don't go to E. We only go to 3/4 tank normally.
1/4 tank.
1/4 tank. Sorry.
So we can go about 180 miles before we fill up. 240 if we're taking it all the way to E, which we don't do.
Oh, Bispo wants to know, what is the scariest trail we have hiked? I don't think. I don't know if I know the name of the trail, but when we were at Angel Landing in New Mexico, there's a trail that goes from the campground there.
Oh, yeah.
And it follows the very tip, or the very center, and it goes over the tips of a bunch of Badland hills. And it gets way out there. It's gotta be.
It gets pretty narrow.
It's really narrow. I had to crawl on my hands and knees. I was so scared.
And if you fall to either side, you're dead.
All the way down. All the way down. That is by far the scariest trail that I've ever been on.
Yeah, Angel Landing in New Mexico.
Yeah. I don't know the name of the trail, but it's from the campground, which is it's like a lookout area for Angel Landing, and there's a trail that leads from that out and around. RVing with G wants to know, what is OD or overdrive for then?
It's your final gear. It's the highest gear that you got.
Yeah.
It's just overdrive.
Mm-hmm.
Always use overdrive. If you don't, then
I think they mean this one.
That takes, see the cross through it? That gets rid of overdrive.
Oh, it turns off overdrive.
So it shifts you into your 1-to-1 gear ratio gear. For us, that would be 4th gear. But yeah, you always want overdrive on the interstate, because then you get the best gas mileage and the truck is working the least hard. It's not working as hard. Yeah. You always want overdrive. Unless you're like going downhill. Yeah, like if we're going down a steep incline, and I'll switch it to turn overdrive off, so that again it downshifts the truck. So the RPMs go up, and then we have more engine drag. So again, we don't have to be constantly braking. The engine basically brakes us for us.
Yeah. Calvinator69 says, do you not have unlimited data plans for cell phone? Stateside, we do in Canada. We have unlimited data plans for our cell phones, but that is only 4G. That is not hotspot data. Hotspot data is different. We have to turn a hotspot on in order for our laptops to connect to internet. And that hotspot data is where we have a limiting factor, and we can get more, but it's really expensive to get more. And right now we're good with, how much do we have right now?
45.
45 total for a month.
45 gigabytes.
Gigabytes, yeah. RVing with G wants to know, how often do you take a break from driving to get gas, potty, or food? About every 3 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every 3 hours we'll stop. This last time I didn't have to use the bathroom. We took Sweetie out to use the bathroom, and when we stop next, we're gonna feed everybody and get everybody water and take a break and walk around, stretch our legs and stuff. 13's World says once Elon Musk gets his Starlink going, then getting internet will be way better.
I know,
Yes.
I need to hurry up. Launch them satellites.
It's taking too long. I want it now.
I want it yesterday.
I wanted it 2 years ago.
3 years ago.
I didn't learn about it till 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Bruce Swan says to tell David, I'm sorry for his loss. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Also, I hope to hit the road in a year or so and would love to see a video on when to go to different areas slash states looking for 70-degree weather. Like, when is the best time of year to move to different
Oh,
states?
we don't even know that.
Yeah, that's it's mostly when it starts to get cold, we start moving.
Yeah, we start heading south.
When it starts to get hot, we start moving north.
No, it's more like once it starts warming up in the other places, we're tired of the
we're tired of the
we're
desert.
so old in the desert by then. And we're like, okay, let's go. Start pushing it, and then we usually travel north a little too early.
Is that the wind?
Yeah.
Okay, making me not feel good.
Laura, you want to call it?
Yeah, I'm almost at the bottom. Give me a second.
Okay.
TTF Web says, do we see more people camping due to COVID? What do you think fall will be like? Thanks. We've been stuck in the middle of nowhere, so we're
pretty alone, yeah.
We're pretty alone. Camping has not been difficult to find, and it doesn't, in our opinion, based on what we have seen, which is very little, it is not busier than normal.
I think the campgrounds are busier though.
Yeah, the campgrounds.
I have heard a lot of talk about that, how campgrounds are full. I mean, you remember that one campground when we were staying near Lake Catchis? It was full the entire time we were there.
Yeah.
Even on the weekdays.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, I think campgrounds are way more full.
Yeah.
But dispersed camping is still pretty open.
Yeah. Luhan wants to know, this is the last question I'm going to answer, and then I'm going to call it because my throat hurts from talking so much. I'm not used to talking this much, so my throat's very tired. Luha, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. Says, so why don't you use your phone as a hotspot for your computer? We have to turn our phones into a hotspot, which uses the 15 gigabytes of data that this phone has, and that phone, the phone that's recording right now. So we have 3 devices. Each one has 15 gigabytes of hotspot. My phone, David's phone, and we have an extra hotspot that we bought. All of them have 15 gigabytes of data. I can't connect to my phone. My phone's unlimited data with my laptop. I have to turn a hotspot on in order to have a connection that my computer can connect to. So it uses up that data too.
Yep.
So anyway, that was a lot of talking. I'm gonna try and go live again later today.
Slash night.
Tonight. It'll probably be dark because it's gonna get dark in about an hour.
But thanks for hanging out with us, you guys, and thank you for all the kind words and condolences. I'll read those later tonight.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that, all your guys' support. Thank you.
Okay, you guys are awesome. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful weekend, and that wherever you are, that it's not too smoky.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time we go live on this trip.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.